Child, Mercedes is going down a roller coaster ride. You're going to see her doing a little risky things this season that you haven't seen her do before. You'll see her fighting for her daughter, child, fighting to try to get her last dance again. So yeah, just gonna see a lot, and the rest you gotta tune in to watch.
I'm doing the video first.
Huh?
I'm doing the video first.
Oh. So here's the angle where I could be saying lines, Jamaica, and I'm holding with my thighs here. I put the camera down from the bottom, so there's a moment where I can be having some lines here. I thought you said no photos, no press, no photography. That's what the NDAs y'all had my ass sign said. That's the line, something like that. I'm running out of time.
Time for what?
Crazy life and death for us. What you finna do?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love P-Valley, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about P-Valley Season 2, and we're going to be talking about what's next for Mercedes. So down below, I want you guys to give me your predictions for Mercedes in these last 4 episodes of P-Valley Season 2. Make sure you checked out my last video. I dropped the what's next for Little Murder. A lot of you guys gave great predictions for his character. The goal is to continue to talk about the main cast and just continue to get ready for these last 4 episodes. And I'm going to tell you right now, based on how the last 2 episodes were, it seems like the show is getting better and better and better. And I'm expecting these last 4 to be just straight up fire. A lot of the fans, they can't wait till the show returns. So we're going to continue to talk about it. Now, once again, we will go over a small little brief report of what Mercedes has been through in the first 6 episodes. And then we're going to go over some predictions for her character that may just happen in the last 4 episodes. Now, we know at the very beginning of the season, Mercedes pretty much told us she was carrying all the weight during the pandemic. I mean, it was a struggle trying to get money, but Mercedes was definitely doing what she had to do to make sure that this club can continue to make revenue. Now, at the same time, we know Mercedes was injured. Her shoulder is still messed up because of what she did in season 1 on Murder Night to Montavious. Now, we know Mercedes had Autumn Night stand with her, and everything seemed cool at first, but we know Autumn was very controlling on what she wanted to do as far as the club. She wanted to bring in new blood. Mercedes did not agree with this, right? Because if you have new blood coming in, new talent, that means a lot of attention will be on the new girls, which means, you know, less money for Mercedes. At the same time, Mercedes warned Autumn Night on the type of people that you want to bring up in the club. Hell, even Uncle Cliff warned her. But we know Autumn Night, she wanted to do things the way she wanted to do. So, of course, we started to see more tension between Autumn and Mercedes, and it continued until Mercedes finally kicked her out of her spot, right? Now, Mercedes was supposed to pick the 3 new blood, the 3 new girls coming in. We know Autumn Night stepped in and she picked Big Bone. Big Bone, a girl that can't even dance real on a pole. All she can really do is twerk. And as the fans continue to say, she cannot be trusted. And the word is, watch who you bring up in the club. Autumn was already told this, and I believe she's going to find out very, very soon. Now, even though all this was going down, Mercedes, she had to coach the new girls. She's still injured from Murder Night, and she is continuing to try to put all this effort in and go out there and perform. Meanwhile, her mom, Patrice, is out there getting money. She out there hustling. She's blowing up. Her church is doing very, very well. I mean, she got a little slogan going on, her little commercial, and it seems like Mercedes is the one that's struggling still. Can't pay bills. She's down on certain things, and I know she's still pissed off at her mom for taking that dance studio that she wanted. Now the club reopens. Mercedes has to go out there again and put on a show. It's a lot of pressure. Everybody's wondering, when is Mercedes' last dance going to be? Eventually, it's going to come. But as of right now, she has to go out there and continue to get this money. Now we know Whisper was able to read this energy that was in the club, in the Paradise Room. She understands that something happened in there. And Mercedes knows what happened in there as well. She caught a body, and eventually this is going to come back. I'm going to tell you that right now. That spirit of Montavious, it ain't over yet. We're going to talk about that at the end of the video. Mercedes goes out there. She tries to keep up with the new girls. She is injured still, as we talked about, but this time around she falls off the pole and it could have been over for her. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all she fell off that pole like Ghost fell off that balcony when he got shot. And luckily Diamond was there to help heal her, because if he wasn't, it wasn't going to end well for your girl Mercedes, in my opinion. Now, Diamond was able to get that 7 pounds of pressure off of Mercedes' shoulder and help heal her. And Mercedes was pissed off because she's blaming all of it on Autumn Night. She is saying none of this would never have happened if it wasn't for her. We learned that Mercedes was the one that pulled the trigger. We even talked about this in season 1. We knew Mercedes was the one, at least I did, just based off her body language and the way she was acting. Now, we know Diamond was talking about how he's keeping the ring for protection. I told you guys, this whole spirit of Montavious is going to come back. It's not over yet. It's going to be another big deal going on in that club. I just can't wait to see it. Now, Mercedes says, you know what? You got to get out, Autumn. You know what I'm saying? You have to go and get your own spot because you can't stay here anymore. So Autumn ends up leaving and Mercedes is standing by herself. Then we get to Terica, and Terica, she's struggling. Ain't no food up in the house because Shell ain't going to the store, because Shell is a damn drunk. Because Shell, she shouldn't even have Terica her damn self. But we know Shell is loyal to a dead man. Luckily, Patrice is able to be there to help out her granddaughter. I honestly believe Patrice is going to come back into this whole thing. Her and Mercedes, they're going to have a conversation eventually before the season ends. But we know Terica, she needs that support from her mom. And Terica, she even stated that she wants to stay with Mercedes. Mercedes told her, look, she's doing what she got to do to get this money and make sure that she's able to get her daughter back. But we know it's not going to be easy, right? Now, Mercedes decides to take the deal from the coach. She needs the money. She wants to pay off bills at the same time. She wants to be in the position to get her daughter and, possibly have her own studio in the future. And she gives them the Mercedes experience, right? And this experience changed everything. I mean, she probably should have dumbed it down knowing what she ended up finding out. But Farrah was on one. Farrah said, you know what? I got to have this experience for myself once again. Your girl Mercedes put on a hell of a show. She had Farrah addicted, and we know down the line it was not going to end well. Now, Shell, she has a drinking problem. At the same time, we know she is loyal to a dead man, and she is struggling to take care of Terica. And we learn more details about Mercedes when she was younger, when she had Terica. Of course, Terica is out there listening. She's in tears just to hear the details of what really went down and, how and why Shell has her in the first place. Shell, she is not going to let this girl go. It's not going to be easy. So Mercedes is going to have to fight to get her and make sure she has everything together. Now, of course, Mercedes tells her daughter, like, look, yes, I regret getting pregnant, but I don't regret having you. I love you, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get you. Now, we know that whole scene still did not end well because Terica was still upset that Mercedes doesn't have her. Now, we get back to Patrice, and Patrice, she's having issues with Wayne Cow. They're going back and forth. Of course, Wayne Cow has a lot of power. He tells Patrice that her church has violated, I guess, the COVID precautions or whatever. And of course, we know she has to shut everything down. And she has to minimize the population at the church when it does reopen. So, it ain't looking too good. I'm going to tell you right now, this whole Patrice and Wayne Cow thing is definitely not over. Then we get back to Mercedes, and of course, she's hanging down like she's Peter Parker, like she's Spider-Man. For a second, that's exactly what I thought we was about to get, a kiss, just like the Spider-Man movie, but we didn't get it. Your girl Farrah, she wants her Mercedes experience, and she wants a one-on-one. As I told y'all, she addicted, and she's going to do whatever it takes to get that experience once again. And once again, we get back to your girl Shell, and she's a damn drunk, y'all. She can't take care of Terica. She's trying to tell Mercedes what she should be doing, trying to criticize her, while she's the one struggling and she can't even take care of Terica. Now, Mercedes was trying to take care of Terica, not even have full, legal guardianship of her. She was just trying to keep her while Shell gets herself together. Shell still didn't want to, agree with Mercedes. Like, it's always something with her, and it's always going to be something with her. So Mercedes is definitely going to have to figure out a way to deal with Shell, because she's going to continue to be a problem, in my opinion. Now, we get another round of the Mercedes experience, right? And this time the coach is there and he's watching. He's He's getting upset because he sees that Farrah, she's pleasing Mercedes better than he can. And he's very, very mad. I told y'all, Swole Candyman is pissed off. Like, dude, you are the one that brought this. Why are you mad? You should be happy what's going on. But he wasn't. And of course, this messes Mercedes' money up. And now the coach doesn't want anything to do with Mercedes. So once again, when your girl Mercedes is doing good, it's like every time she does good, something bad happens. It always is like that. Like, really, just like last season when she was doing good, she was about to buy the dance studio. Boom. Her mom comes in. She buys it, right? And it just seems like it continues to happen. I'm looking like, can your girl Mercedes catch a W? Can she finally catch a W without anything negative happening right after? Because it's definitely seeming like that's the case. It seems like every time she does good, something bad happens. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, she finds out that her daughter is pregnant. This is something that Mercedes did not want to happen. She doesn't want another repeat of her life. Terica has got pregnant, and now they have to decide on what's going to happen. In the next episode, Mercedes is telling Terica, like, look, we are running out of time. We know Terica is talking about, why are we running out of time? Like, what are you talking about? So a lot of you guys have been saying, is it an abortion? Is that an option? You know what I'm saying? Something's going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now in this next episode. Mercedes does not want her daughter going down the same path that she went. She wants a better life for her. This is a very difficult decision, and this whole thing is just flat out crazy. The thing is, you see things like this all the time. You see it all the time in today's world. Now, in these last 4 episodes, Mercedes is going to have to be on her A game. Ain't no more time for mistakes. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be difficult for her, but she's going to have to step up to the plate and get the job done. And I got a funny feeling, y'all. In my prediction, I got a funny feeling, and I will not be surprised if Mercedes links up with her mother and they end up working something out. I know she's pissed off at Patrice. She's been doing all these different things for the community, trying to change her image or whatever. But we know deep down inside, some of the things that Mercedes has been through is because of her mother. And we know in season 1, Mercedes always went back to her mother no matter what. So I want to know what's going to happen in the second half. Will Mercedes actually go back to Patrice and they can work something out? Can Patrice actually help out her daughter? Mercedes has a lot of different issues coming. I told you guys, as far as the money thing, that's a problem because she needs the money. She wants her dance studio. Then we're talking about the spirit of Montavious. That's not over yet, right? That is definitely not over yet in my opinion. I believe it's going to be another big event at that club or somewhere. That whole ring that Diamond has of Montavious, this is all going to blow up. Everybody that was involved on Murder Night, they're all going to witness something very big, and they're all going to be connected to it. I don't know what it's going to be, but you can feel it. We've been talking about this since the very beginning. We know something is coming. Hopefully Mercedes can get through it this time. And also, I did see some of you guys state that maybe Farrah is going to reach out and try to help Mercedes. She's going to need all the support she can get. Like I told you guys, I know Patrice and her don't have the best relationship, but in my prediction, I'm seeing the two, linking up, having a conversation. They're going to talk about some things, possibly talk about what can happen with Terica. Can she actually help with her? Or, something else. At the end of the day, Mercedes will need a lot of support and help. And as far as this whole Montavious thing, she shot and killed Montavious, right? So will she suffer for that? Will somebody come for her? We know the fan theory about Big Bone possibly working, or connected with Montavious. That could come true or whatever. But I just see something, happening with this whole Montavious thing and that ring and Diamond. I got a feeling somebody getting dropped off, y'all. Death is not over yet. It is just not over yet. Based on what I've been seeing and what they've been saying, the cast and, the creator of the show, it seems like these last 4 episodes are going to turn up once again. And the last 2 episodes was flat out crazy. So just imagine what's going to happen next. It's going to continue to get better and better and better. Hopefully Mercedes is able to survive. I don't want to see Mercedes go. I want her to make it through this season. I want her to be alive when it's all said and done. But we know it will be some consequences of her actions of Murder Night. And will Mercedes and Autumn Night finally squash, the issues that they had and become cool again. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't know about that, but things can never be the same. And, this whole spirit going around is just going to continue to get worse until somebody is able to get rid of it. But you guys let me know. Y'all let me know exactly what y'all think about your girl Mercedes, the OG. Will she finally have her last dance? It's possible. Hopefully she can get her own studio and she can live a little bit stress-free, at least from what we've been seeing. But as of right now, she got a lot on her plate. She got a lot of stress coming her way, but hopefully she's able to get through it all. Now, we will continue to talk about the main cast, continue to get ready for the last 4 episodes of P-Valley Season 2. I cannot wait. I want you guys to stay tuned, and I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.